Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coffee and Cards with Michelle. My name's Michelle Zanovich, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Every Friday morning, actually, every Monday through Friday morning, I come to you at 8 o'clock, and on Saturdays at 9 to start our day with a little creativity and fun. Today is Friday, June 5th, and have I got a project for you? I feel like this should be a Saturday project, but we're going to do it today anyways. All week long, I've been using the Flowers for Every Season suite, and I am using today the Jar of Flowers bundle. Now, I saved kind of the best for last because this is the coolest thing ever. Look at this punch. This is the jar punch. And it comes in a bundle, saving 10% when you have the Jar of Flowers stamp set. And it does. It's the coolest thing. It's going to punch out our jar just like this. So I didn't choose the Flowers for Every Season Designer Series paper. I did, however, grab a piece of the In Good Taste Designer Series paper today. And it has this lovely rustic wood texture and background. I mean, look at that. It actually looks like it's got a little seam there. Anyways, it's beautiful. So we're going to make this card today using the Jar of Flowers bundle. And the In Good Taste suite. My dog just crawled up the stairs and it looked like he was hurt, so I'm kind of distracted. I'll have to go check on him in a minute. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way for now. We are going to start with a piece of Whisper White cardstock, which is 4 1/4 by 11, and a piece of Early Espresso, which is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And a piece of the, I can't remember the name of that, In Good Taste Designer Series paper. And I'm just going to go ahead and lay this down. And then we'll make the rest of it. Okay. All right. Now, before we go any farther, is Kathy here? There's Kathy. All right, Kathy, I have to go run and get my glasses. I'll be right back. We're coloring this morning, and there's no way I could color without wearing my glasses. That's just not going to be a very good idea at all. Okay, so now I have a piece of Whisper White. I want to make sure it's Whisper White cardstock. And the first thing that I want to do is find my jar stamp and my basic gray ink pad. So I'm going to stamp my jar in basic gray. I'm just going to put it down here because I want to be able to punch it, so I'm going to put it down at the bottom of my paper. Next, I have some stems. These are the stems for my flowers, and I'm going to stamp those in my jar in Garden Green. only I'm going to stamp it off once first. I'll put those down in my jar here. Now I have a dark Granny Apple Green Stampin' Blend. And I'm going to color my stems. Because I don't know about you, but flower stems should be solid, unless you're making straws. And this is why I had to wear my glasses, because there's a lot of lines in there. Okay. Okay. Next, I'm going to clean off my jar stamp. And I have my old pad here. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to peel it off and turn it over. Seems a little wet, okay? And my Pool Party ink pad is hiding. It's right here. So this has the no texture side, okay? And I'm going to take this, ink it up. I'm going to stamp it off first here and then set it right over my jar. Now, you can't see it very well, but there's still some ink there. And I just want it to look like there's a little water in there. Okay, so stamp it off first or it's going to be really dark. All right. Now comes the fun part. I get to punch it out. I'm so happy about this. Ta-da! How cool is that? I'm gonna put that over with my card. If I lose it, remind me, somebody, that I put it over with my card, okay? Now, I have my bouquet of flowers, and I'm going to use my Memento ink pad. And the reason, like, I stamped these in the green because, you know, when flowers are in the water, right, I don't want it to be as dark as, but I want my flowers sticking out and being very dark here. You know what? I don't like the way that turned out. That ink pad might need re-inked. I have another one right here. This might be the one I used last night. Oh, that's much better. Okay. All right, are we ready? I'm gonna take my light Granny Apple Green and I'm going to color the stems and the grass, the leaves that are in here. Actually, some of those leaves have veins, so let's do the veins first. In dark. That'll just help us along a little bit, okay? And color with the light. And I'm using the very small end. of my blends marker, because these are very narrow and I want to have a little more control. Let's see, there's a stem up here. And this is like paint by numbers when you were a kid, right? And I don't know about you, but I always seem to forget something when I was doing paint by numbers. So you can always go back and fill it in. But just get what you can see now. I know when we color, we'll see different things, okay? Now, for my tulips, I used Flirty Flamingo. Yes, I did. I had to double check. All right. Whoops. I'm going to use the skinny side and outline my tulips like so. And I wanted bright flowers, so I chose some really, really pretty shades. I wish tulips were a year-round thing, but then maybe they wouldn't be so special, right? But, and I know it's summertime and tulips are gone for quite a while now, but I still like them. Okay, and you can do as much blending and shading as you like. Remember, the new blends combo packs are what's available. They didn't retire, thank goodness. I love to color, and I love my blends. I really didn't like coloring before we had the blends, so okay. Just going one at a time, right? Because I don't want that alcohol to be fully absorbed. And then there's one little baby tulip hiding right over here. So much fun. Oh, I missed one. Did you guys tell me that? I told you it was like paint by numbers, right? Okay. Next, we're gonna really make it pop with some Poppy Parade. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. That was kind of silly. Okay. And just outline. Okay. Outline in the dark first, and then come back over it with the light. Blend in those colors. See, there's some stems I missed, and I wouldn't have seen it. I'll come back for those. Oops, there's another one. See? It's amazing what you see when you go over it again. Okay. So, light granny apple green. Here's a little stem here. Here's a little one there. Did I miss another one? I don't think so. We'll see, right? It's hard to see. All right. Dark So Saffron. My little bitty flowers here. Let's see. Add some yellow. And then I have my light Highland Heather. And I'm just going to add I don't even know what these are. Maybe they're snapdragons. Although snapdragons and tulips are not at the same time. Sweet peas? Sweet peas and tulips are not at the same time, not where I grew up. Okay. Now grab your snips. And we're going to fussy cut this out. Okay. And it, you know, this is kind of a rustic feel on this card, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm giving you permission not to be perfect. Okay. There's too many demands on us as it is. So being perfect in my crafting, it doesn't happen. All right. So let that worry and stress go, right? And I'm just giving it kind of a rough cut around. And if you cut a flower off, it's okay. No one's going to know. Promise. No one is going to look at it and go, oh, there should have been 5 blooms on that stem and there's only 4. Okay. Maybe you wanted it to have 4 stems, blooms. You just never know. Okay? And remember to move your paper, not your scissors. That's going to help you anyways. Maybe you don't want that bloom. See? Watch. I'm just going to cut that off. I'm such a rebel. It must be Friday. Okay. That one did have a little bit too much there. And I am going a little faster than I would if it were just me and not on Facebook. But ta-da! You know what, though? What I'd really like to do is to take my light pool party. Let's use the brush. And I'm going to go in and just fill in those little places that are white, okay? So where you cut along, that's going to make it look more finished and polished anyways, okay? So if you've got some white space, not just in between the flowers here, but like along the edges, just color it. It'll look all finished, okay? Just remember, this is a blend, okay? So that's why I waited till I was sure it was dry, because I didn't want to blend any of that other color, okay? And that makes it look finished. All right, I've got one more thing that we need to stamp. I've got another piece of Whisper white paper, and I have my sentiment. The sentiment says, know that you are loved. And if you're going to spend time coloring and fussy cutting, people will know how much you love them. Okay. Oh, Janine says maybe they're lilacs. Oh, maybe they are lilacs. Lilacs and tulips? I don't know. Not in Spokane. Spokane tulips came in March and April, and lilacs were May. You might be right. All right, so I'm going to let that dry before I cut it, and let's assemble. So I have my jar, and look, those flowers, those stems match up, but I'm going to tuck it behind. Don't worry, okay? It'll be all right. You're not going to see it because we're going to put a bow on it. That's what bows are for, okay? I have some dimensionals. Oh, these feel like they're paper pumpkin dimensionals. And on my flowers. Hi, Lynn. I'm glad you could join us this morning. All right. I'm going to put that down there. And this is going to tuck just a little bit underneath, okay, like so. Now I have some of this Just Jade gingham ribbon, which comes in the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack. There's 3 spools of ribbon in there, which is fantastic. And it has this lovely scallop edge. It's so pretty. Very delicate. This is great for some rustic feeling. All right, we're gonna put that right there and look, it covers up that seam perfectly. When in doubt, just cover it up with a ribbon. It'll be fine. Okay? Now I know that's dry and I'm not gonna smear it. So, you know what? We're gonna fussy cut this out. I tried with punches, I tried with dies, and I really just liked this freehand fussy cutting. It just gives a little bit more, I don't know. I don't know what it does, but it looks nice. I don't know what I would call it. More form, maybe? Sure, we'll go with that. Okay? Just freehand it. You can do it. It's okay. I promise. Add some little baby dimensionals back there. There you go. Oh my goodness, how fun was that, guys? And I love, this is out of the same sheet of Designer Series paper. So this has a little darker shading. This has a little lighter shading. It's that very cool reclaimed barnwood look, along with a very nice little jar of flowers. I hope you enjoyed today's card. Wow, look at all those hearts. Oh, you guys, I love it. That makes me feel so good. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Join me for Crafty Saturday. I will have 2 or 3 projects for us to do and your opportunity to earn those projects when you make a $35 purchase or more. There will also be a prize patrol announced tomorrow, as well as a new one. So I will see you tomorrow morning. Remember, check out my blog at www.makingmemorieswithmichelle.com and for all dimensions, as well as the list of products that I used today. Have a great Friday, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.